I went back and forth kind of about what I wanted to go through today, but we're going to go some transition offense stuff. Last year, like Mark said, we played a ton of teams, had a pretty good year going into my 5th year at Adelphi, but we played super slow. We played super slow because I felt like we couldn't score. That's just that's me being super transparent. I felt like we could defend when it came down to it, but we could not score to save our lives. So we needed to keep the game under 60 points. When we scored over 60, which was probably like at least maybe like 10 to 12 games, we won those games. But we couldn't score over 60 points. So we needed to just slow the game down. As the year went on, again, players always say they want to play fast. Me as a coach, it started to become boring watching it, right? So I wanted to play faster. So we played a little faster towards the end of the year. And this year we want to play a lot faster. So we introduced like a 2-sided break. So I'll get into like what that looks like in the full court. Like if you think of, it's a 5-out transition break. Our 5 takes the ball out. Our point guard off of a make or a miss and a 5 gets the rebound is typically like who you would call your point guard. Off of a rebound from anyone else, that point, they will become the point guard. For us, our 1 through 4 is interchangeable, right? Our 4s are offensively guards, and defensively, sometimes depending on the matchup and who we play, and at our level, all of the 4s are typically, they have guard skills. So if we're playing a team with 2 legit posts, defensively, they're probably going to be a post. But offensively, for us, our 4s are guards, so they're super interchangeable. Within this 5-out transition offense, we think about it as like formations, like in football. So right now we have 2 formations. One is like basic cutting action that we had to teach, and we had to like drill into our player's head, which was probably the hardest thing to drill. And then the next formation is ball screen, dribble handoffs, right? So those are just triggers. The formations are triggers. So right now, when we started introducing this year, we started with kind of like breakdown sets to just drill those cutting actions. So for us, a middle drive triggers a corner cut. Any middle drive from anywhere on the floor triggers a corner cut. So if that's a middle drive from the wing, corner cut from the opposite corner. All baseline drives trigger a wing cut. We call the wings 45s, and we're pretty detailed about where exactly those 45s are. Just about every college court has volleyball lines. So volleyball line is typically probably like from here to here. We tell our girls, you have to be on the outside of the volleyball line, so you're in that like deep kind of wing position. Everybody got that? Those 2 triggers, middle drive, opposite corner cut, baseline drive, opposite 45 cut. So I'll start with a breakdown drill of how we started to like drill this trigger in. So we'll go line here, we'll go a line in the corner with no balls, and then we'll go a line right here on the 45. I'll take 2 of those, first 2 people keep a ball. I'll take these 2 balls. So we typically have like a coach or an injured player being who I am right now. And we'll go to this line right here. We can even the lines out. So 2 people come here. Yep. Give me one more person in either one of these lines over here. So typically we have extra hands. So I'm someone this is either, like I said, an injured player or someone like a manager or one of our assistant coaches. We also have someone passing to this driver. This is the driving line right here. Typically, we started in these positions just because it was the easiest. But sometimes we have a middle drive, like they can start in a corner and they'll start with a middle drive. But for right now, we're going to start this middle drive at the 45. So all players, they get lazy sometimes and go through the motions, right? So I'll have like a coach in that corner passing to them. So now it's a catch, rip and drive. And it's not just all right, I'm just going to go through the motion here and now I'm driving, or I'll spin the ball back, rip and drive. No, I want it to come off a catch. So this line right here, we're going to drive hard to the middle. Like I said, a middle drive triggers a corner cut. So you're going to cut, you get a layup. As she cuts, you're filling. All middle drives end with a fill. So we'll get a layup right here on the left side. As she drives, so we'll walk through it. Hold it, freeze, go back. You're gonna drive to the middle, so drive into my left hand. Drive into my left hand. You 2 are both moving at the same time. Here, we're gonna pass after 2 dribbles, layup. I'm going to pass it to you, jump shot. And they're going to rotate lines. All right? We typically have another person passing because we try to get this driver to just get to space, right? In this offense, a lot of times that was hard for our team. Once we started going like 5-on-0 or 5-on-5, this person would drive and they'll pass and they'll just kind of, they stand. But now what if she wants to drive right behind, or what if I kick out and she wants to drive right behind and your defender is the person that's stopping her, right? So we try to drill driving. As soon as I pass, get to space. For the drill right now, space can be anywhere, right? But when you're 5-on-0 or it's 5 people on the court, 5-on-5, space may be top of the key because the person at the top of the key may have failed. Space may be there because the person at the top of the key forgot to fill. Everybody got that? Yeah? All right. And then at any point, if you have any questions, just stop me. Yes? Yep. So right now we're only going to get 2 shots. We typically get 3 shots, but we have less hands, so I'm just going to go 2 shots. After you drive and you pass, she gets the layup, you rotate to another line. You'll rotate to your left because that'll be the easiest thing right now. After I pass to you and you shoot it, you'll get your rebound, rotate to that line. After you lay it up, you're going to rotate to that line. All right? Everybody good? Yep. So start behind the 3-point line. So we typically do this both sides. Like we'll start on this side. We'll go like 2 minutes and 30 seconds just to get a ton of shots up. Then we'll go the opposite side and go 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, our players, it takes them a little while to figure out rotations. Like they go crazy with rotations. Like they just can't figure it out. So we had to start this drill with just 3 balls, right? So a person that's going to pass it, person that's going to go rotate, then the next group will go, right? So right now I'm going to try to go with more than 3 balls so we can just keep it moving. We'll go for everybody get 2 shots in each spot and then we'll go to the other side, all right? Ready? Go. Good, and after she goes, yep, you go. Go. Yep, let her get to that spot. You take your time. Yep, after you pass it to me, you go to that line. Okay, you can throw that out. Biggest thing, I had a post player, one of our post players in March of last year, begged me to shoot 3s. Begged, like, hey, can I shoot 3s? Can I this? Can I that? And I was like, if you can show me you can shoot, you can shoot. I'm never the type of coach that's going to say, no, you can't shoot. But as we've gone through this, our 5s have said, hey, is this a 2 or a 3? We've made our 5s shoot this 3, like to get comfortable to shoot 3s in this transition offense because everybody is 5 out. If you can't shoot the ball, your defender is just going to sag in. So every single person on our team is shooting a 3. All right, so shooting 3s. You miss it, you miss it. Still shooting 3s. All right, ready? Go. Good. Wait till she gets to that corner. I got you. Yep. She's there. Good. Yep. I'll take it. Give me one more person in that. Hold it. Hold it, Scarlett. She wasn't there yet. Give me one more person in that line so the rotation is a little easier. Ready? Go ahead. Who's rotating? Who's filling? Yep. Good. Fill. Hold it. Yep. So now we see how the ball starts flying all over the place, and now this person starts going before there's even a person in that corner. That's what I'm saying about rotation. So we got to a point where you can put your ball down. Let's even out the lines though. Even out the lines for me. We got to a point where there would be we get 3 shots out of this, so we'd only have 3 balls. So there'll be a coach here throwing the ball there, and like I said, for right now we're not going to go, but this driver usually gets to space and gets another shot too. So we'll go with 3 balls. Once we get the rebound, the balls start where they need to start, then the next group will go, because we started getting to the point where we were confused, we weren't ready, the next line wasn't ready, and we were just going and we were defeating the whole purpose of what we actually wanted to drill in. All right? Yes.
After you said the middle drive, after they get to the corner cut, they fill in here to shoot. Yep, another coach passing that.
Yep, have another coach passing it. So we typically was like, this was a 1 more, so maybe that coach was on the sideline right here, and they were just passing it to that point guard that field. Yep. But now, I tried to script where space was, but space in a 5-on-5, you don't know where that space is, right? This 5, I'm the 5 and we're in a 5 out. She drives, she cuts, Scarlett fills, this 5 may fill here too, so now her space may be the top of the key. But we would script it in these breakdown drills to what space is, but in a 5-on-5, it wouldn't be the same thing, right? And that might have been the hardest part because our 5s, we started scripting, that's the space, and now when we went 5-on-0 and 5-on-5, our 5s would just stand here, and they would never fill or move over anywhere. Any other questions so far? We'll go like 1-2 more times of this, and then we'll go to other cut. Ready? All the way to the corner, Scarlett, it's a 3. Yep, 3. So those are, freeze. Those are little details that we're just on top of them and they have to get used to. Now, we're gonna go, give me this line. That line can stay there actually. Now you're gonna drive baseline. So now driving, you staying there. Nope, stay right here in this 45. Now I'm driving to my right. So baseline drive triggers a 45 cut. Baseline drive from anywhere on the court. She can drive baseline from right there. I can drive baseline from right here. And this is, you be cutting now. You are cutting to the basket. So it's a straight cut to the basket. And now this person doesn't move. Stay right there. The easiest pass to make on a baseline drive is probably this pass under the basket when the help comes, right? Stay there for a shot. I'm going to be the person passing under the basket for that shot. After you drive, this will be get to space. Where space? Typically, we pick a spot in that space. But when it's 5-on-5, like I said, you don't know where space is. But we drill it so this driver doesn't just drive, pass it, and stand. Any questions there? Yep, now you're driving baseline. You're not, no L cut, nothing like that. Drive strictly with your right hand, right? And I'm your defender. You drive towards the baseline. That triggers that cut automatically. Right? So now you have 2 options. What ends up happening and what our girls end up seeing when defense is on is, say her girl is ball watching, she cuts, the help usually comes from her girl, and now that pass is there. That pass or this pass here. We get into our defensive principles, we have help outside the paint. Lowest girl, well, I'm her girl, I help. This person typically drops. How do you guard a cutter and the person standing out there? So we force our girls to like make a decision. But most teams in our conference aren't doing this. Most teams in general, I feel, just stand out and wait for the kick, one more, and everybody's now forced to scramble. But now this forces that one person playing 2 to really make a decision, and it's gonna either be a wide open layup or a wide open jump shot. So now, on the court, we're going, you can put that ball down. We'll go 2 balls. Going, walk through it really quick. Baseline drive, triggers that cut. I'm kicking to you for the shot. All right? And then we're going to rotate let's go to our right. So after you lay it up, take your ball, pass to the next person in line. After you shoot it, I'll get the rebound. Just rotate there. After you drive, get to space first, and then go there. Got that? And then I'll tell you when to go. Don't go until I say go. All right? Go ahead. Get to space. Get to space. So this person here, what I mean by get to space is going to be, I'll be the driver, so make sure you cut when I drive. Boom. Pass. I'm getting to space. Get to space, and then go to that line. All right? Space right now will be the top of the key. After you drive fast, get to the top of the key. Ready? Go. Good. Go. All right, finish it. Finish it. Go. Go ahead. Go. Good. Let's go one more. Go ahead. All right, good. Now, after a couple minutes, we'll go both of those on both sides. And then maybe the next day, we'll go, that drive now is the corner. So now we're working on a middle drive from the corner. Still a corner cut because she's driving from the middle. 45, you're still filling. Next one will be drive from the baseline. 45 cut, this pass will come here. We'll just rotate those spots. But on both days, after this, we progress to 5-on-0. So a scripted 5-on-0 at that. So right now, give me 5 of you. 5 of you. Everybody else just come underneath. 5 people right here in the middle. So we'll go. Somebody move that basketball from thing. You can come, you can come. She'll stay. Just move it to the side. You'll keep that ball, Scarlett. All right. Who wants to be? You're our 5. You'll take the ball out every time. Scarlett, you'll be the point guard. All right. So we'll go. Biggest things. We have responsibilities. The 5 takes the ball out every single time. And that's something that's completely different from our team last year. Last year, our 4 took the ball out. So getting our 5 to adjust to take the ball out was a little bit of a struggle in the beginning because we want our 5. We don't want the ball to bounce. Like it goes through the net, take it quick, and we talk about tap and go. 2 feet are not going behind the line and we're going here, here, and then we're passing. No, we're going, you take the ball out the net, tap, go. Tap and go. And that was an adjustment for our 5. So now after a month of doing it, they've kind of got it down pat. Point guard, whoever your point guard is, we try to get them to kind of peel off or banana cut, some people say, right? She's taking the ball out this way. I'm banana cut and kind of getting my way up court as I go. Off the ball guards, you are sprinting. That has probably been the hardest thing to get our team to do, sprint, right? Because running, you can get like small advantage shots. Sprinting, they think they're sprinting and they're not sprinting. Ever. Like, and it takes me to show film of us jogging for them to get like, all right, yeah, you're right, I'm not sprinting. Like, I'm watching you every day, but they think they're sprinting and they're not. So that's been the hardest thing. So now, when we go in this 5-on-0, after our 5 gets it, after the ball goes up, these 3, they're sprinting. So it's called a 2-sided break because 2 people are on one side and there's 1 person on that side. The point guard it can be either side. Point guard is bringing it up to the side of the single side. 5 is trailing into the top of the key. So our first formation layer is that cutting action. The point guard has 3 options. They're going to pass ahead to the single side, pass ahead to the 45 side, opposite, across, or they're the one initiating the drive themselves. Now, couple things that have been a little harder for us have been the timing of when we want to pass ahead. This past week, we told our point guard, you have 2 dribbles or less. 2 or less, because we were dribbling from this side all the way to that 3-point line, and then now want to pass ahead. That's not what we want. If you want to get the ball up the court, 2 dribbles, then pass ahead, and they have to put pressure on the rim. Talk about it all the time, pressure on the rim. Everybody has 95 moves in their bag, but putting pressure on the rim was one of the hardest things too. Like a catch and a rip was hard because we want to catch, dribble, look, then drive. No, catch, drive past your defender. So then that drive initiates our cutting action. So right now, I script it. To start it, I script it for them. I say, all right, point guard, Scarlett, you're going to hit the 45. 45, you're attacking middle and hit the corner cut for the layup. You guys got that? We sure? So Scarlett going to get the rebound. You're going to circle around me. Scarlett's going to get the rebound when I throw it up off the backboard. Circle around me. Scarlett's going to get it. So before we circle, let me say it slow. Scarlett gets the rebound. Go, you're trailing behind Scarlett into that top of the key area. Scarlett, you got 1 dribble, hit across to that 45. Whoever catches, rip to the middle right away. Whoever's in the opposite corner, cut. Ask the question, nice and loud. Ask it nice and loud.
Okay, so whoever's like opposite,
Them are back. Yep, Scarlett throws it across to you. Top of the key. So it'll be Scarlett's going to fail in that 45. 1 person is single side in that corner. 1 person here, 1 person in that corner. 5 out. What's your question?
There's 1 girl here. Because I'm feeling and then
Yeah, and then 2 people over there. You got that? Go ahead. Top of the key. Yep. 45 is the wing. So now this is what happens, exactly with our team. I start scripting, they start scripting themselves, saying, I'm going to go there, you go here, I go there. But off a rebound in the game, whoever's ahead needs to just go, right? So what was the next thing I was going to get into is they start like a tap drill, just throwing it off the backboard. Whenever I blow the whistle, whoever's there, that is the point guard. And they are pushing the ball. Because if they get it off a miss, that is our point guard. Only time our point guard, like who would be your point guard, would be if the ball goes to the basket and we're taking the ball out, or if the 5 gets the rebound. 5 gets the rebound, we know the one person that's coming to the ball. Everybody else should be ready to sprint. Any questions so far? No? All right, we're going to try this too. So you remember what I said?
I'm getting it, but you're not making use of it off the right, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah. You got that? All right, circle.
Here you go, I got it.
So freeze. This top spot is for the 5. The 5 is trailing. So you can never fill that top spot. The 5, that's the 5 spot to start. You are either filling the opposite 45 or the corner. Corners have to be filled first, then the 45. Got that? Let's go. And you trail behind Scarlett, so you have to be behind her at all times. All right? Love this. Love this. Got it? Let's go. Circle around me.
Here you go, I'm going to 45. So. Hey, I got it.
So now good, hold it, freeze. So that was halfway good. So now go back to this 45. You're in the corner, it needs to be deep corner behind the 3-point line. You're in that corner. Scarlett, you dribbled from this side. This is where you feel. This 45 right here, you shouldn't be on that side of the floor. Corner, that's not the corner. Deep corners, right here, top of the key. So you don't pass there. On this drive here, drive to the middle. Then you cut. Now freeze. What did we just do in the drill? When she drove middle, what do? You're filling to that corner. You are filling to that corner. All right, let's do the same thing. Let's go. You got that. Go to same places. Just make sure you get to the corner first before you cut. You don't cut till she drives. Right on the wing. Ready? Let's go.
Hey, I got it.
Go. And then stop at the top of the key. Get there, Scarlett. Good. All right, freeze. That was good. Good job. Give me you 3, and I need 2 more people that's going to stay. All right. I'll take it. 2 people that's going to stay and 3 people. 5. Quick. All right, you're the 5 now. So you're trailing. I'm switching it up. We're not going to go that same exact thing. Now, we're going. Scarlett, you're going to pass ahead to the single side. So the one person on your side. Single side, you're driving baseline. So right now, that's going to be on the catch. Drive to my right hand. What does a baseline drive trigger? 45 cut. So that opposite 45 is going to cut, and that's who you're passing to. Whoever's on that opposite wing, that's who you're passing to. We ready? You trailing behind Scarlett and stopping at the top of the key. Ready? We good? As you're running, you figure it out. But right now, if you guys want to set it up, I'm okay with that. Because this is what happens on our team. So this is what happens, right? You guys keep talking and figuring out. This is what happens. Our team tries to script it, and then I try to unscript it, right? They want to talk about where they're going, who goes here, so it's easier for them. But in the game, whoever's ahead, if I'm guarding someone here, and she's guarding someone there, and they get the rebound, I am sprinting to the corners right away. And the point guard has to look to which side is the single side. And it happens often that our point guard just catches and goes up the 2 side. And it's like, oh, I got to come back this way. But we tell them we want pace. Go ahead. So if I pass ahead to this person, I want them to put pressure on the rim. So yeah, now I can fill up to that corner up there. But I should have a choice because you should already went to put pressure on the rim. And now if I fill that corner based on what you do, what happens after that, then yeah, I can go to that corner. But if, let's say, what happens for us is sometimes we pass ahead too late, and this guy in the green right there, if he's on my side, I pass it to him, and now we expect her to put pressure on the rim. It's not as much space as if I put pressure on the rim right here. So now we pass it up here, and now the point guard's filling in right here. And then I yell at the point guards because that just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, good? All right, remember which one I said? So I told them, pass up ahead to the single side drives baseline, hit the 45 cut. All right, let's go.
Here you go, I got it.
Good. Sorry, let's go again, let's go. Now I'm gonna go, so I typically go down and back, and it's two different things. So down, you'll hit the 45. Coming back, you're gonna do the same exact thing, but instead of hitting the 45, gonna hit the person in the corner for the 3. Got that? Circle around me, let's go.
Okay, I got it.
Go again. Let's go. We good. Let's go.
So right now it's the cutter, right?
Right now is the cutter down there. 3-pointer shot down here. All right. Circle.
Hey, I got it. Who's single?
Please. That happens too. We're so worried about, I gotta get there. And now our point guards are ready to throw ahead. And this first, they see the back of the head. So as I'm running and sprinting, I gotta look, I gotta turn so they can throw ahead. So many details that it's taken us like a month to figure it out. Go ahead.
So that happens. You don't want it to become robotic, like forcing something just because it's naturally what we're supposed to do. What do you advise in like game,
in a game situation?
Yeah.
In a game situation. So now we have.
You didn't see it.
Yep. We have the next layer, which I'll talk about next. But in this layer, we have 3 options: pass ahead to the single side, pass ahead to the 45 on the opposite side, or the point guard can put pressure on the rim themselves. So that would be that next option. But what happens is, it's happened for us, is that point guard's going down, I want to pass ahead, and now they're not looking, and I don't make my decision till right here. So now we're not in a transition break. I had to tell our team last week, our 2-sided break might as well be a half-court set with how slow we're moving. Like, so we're like, okay, something else now. But if they're not looking by back here, you got to know as the point guard, all right, I'm going to put pressure on the rim now. All right, got it? Let's go, circle around me. Go ahead. Good. Now freeze. Stay right here. Now, we'll go off a make. She made it. 5 is taking it out. You guys, go. Safety, come on. Good. Other side, Scarlett, good. Freeze! Which way are you supposed to go? All right, come back this way. We're good. Come back this way. Everybody cross this way. Take it out. Go. Good. Any questions so far? Yes.
In that situation, that she passes to the corner, fill to space, she can go and fill the 45 and top,
and then she can fill the it's just whoever moves the quickest. Yeah, it's a flow. I'm not going to say, hey, 5, you never move, but that happens to us too. When we first just introduced this layer formation, our 5s literally were running, taking the ball out to top of the key. Take it out, run it back to the top of the key. Take it out, run it back to the top of the key. They weren't even touching the ball. They were getting cardio for like a week. And I had to tell them, start filling. And now, again, most post players are not used to guarding on the perimeter. So just think about if you have to be that 45 cut and a post player has to has to guard that 45 cut. They're just going to ball watch, and it's a layup every time. So yeah, I don't script that part. They kind of have to figure that out for themselves. Anybody else have any questions so far? No? All right. Next layer. We drilled this for about 2 to 3 weeks. Next layer is dribble handoff, and our ball screen, like dribble handoff, ball screen, and our zoom action. So just set up in a 5 out for me really quick. I need the 5 at the top of the key though. I need the 5 at the top of the key. You get on the side, Scarlett. Fill the 5 spots. So now, you can give it to her. Let's say she's the point guard here. And she brought it up. We're not in our cutting action anymore, but this is also still, it's all together. The trigger of the cutting action is a drive. I passed ahead and I drove, I passed across and I drove, or the point guard drove. Next options we have, we'll go zoom action first. And I did the cutting action because it was probably the hardest for us to figure out. Next time we went zoom action. So now zoom, this is the second formation layer. Point guard brings it up, they're hitting, the ball's going through the trail. That, you can throw it through the trail, through our 5. That triggers zoom action. So now, this girl here is coming down instead of down screen. You're gonna bring your girl in. We talk about this all the time. Bring your girl in. Your girl's in, her girl should be in help, ball on this side, and now have moved to here. So bring your girl in, boom. We go into you're gonna, after you set that screen space out there, dribble handoff for her. But get yourself inside the 3-point line. Inside the 3-point line. Good. Boom. You're looking to attack off this dribble handoff. You're rolling off this dribble handoff. And we may be able to hit the rise, may be able to hit that, but that's the next layer, a zoom action. Now, and we put these 2 layers together. Zoom, dribble handoff, ball screen would be, you can throw the ball here to this point guard. Point guard hands it off to her side. And it automatically triggers a a ball screen. Ball screen. Come up a little side. Good. And then drive. So now, what you did, when we're in our dribble handoff, ball screen, layer, formation, whatever, their cutting actions do not apply. Cutting actions do not apply. So, opposite, all you're doing is interchanging to get the defense moving. Same thing with the zoom action. That side would have interchanged, this side would have interchanges. Yes? Go ahead. Middle drive, but not off of a ball screen or dribble handoff. Only off of just drive right away, all right? So now let's go back to our zoom action. Give her the ball. Because I forgot to say this. Zoom action, boom, goes to the trail. Trigger, bring your girl in. Now, interchange opposite. Go ahead, you do your thing. You have multiple options. There we go. Now go handoff. So it could be either one of you. Start with the ball here. It's the point guard. You're handing it off. That triggers a ball screen. Boom, and they interchange opposite. So, yep, you roll every time. Roll every time. So now, first couple weeks, our 5s are used to not touching the ball, just getting cardio down and back. After when we get into this layer, we have to talk to them about pace, right? They're just used to coming to the top of the key and stopping and standing. Now, it's like, oh, I gotta go set a screen, or oh, I'm getting the ball, and now it's into a zoom action. All right, so we're gonna go, give me you 3, just sub in for them real quick so you know what you're doing. 2 people stay on. So we'll go zoom action first, so swing it through the trail. Good. Down screen it there. Bring your girl in. Handoff. Interchange. Roll, Amber. Roll, Amber. Yep, hit the roll. Good. Next one is, go to the next one. You give the ball here. Handoff here. Amber, you're setting the ball screen. And you roll again. And they interchange. Nope, so freeze. No cuts off of this ball screen, dribble handoff action. They're just interchanging there. That's total different than
Not really, but how would we know the difference between not to cut? Like you're saying zoom? I mean,
ball goes through the trail, automatically triggers a dribble handoff all ball screen. So if there's a ball screen or dribble handoff, we are not in our cutting action anymore. You can do all of them at any time. But once the point guard decides, I'm handing it off or I'm swinging through the trail, we're not in cutting action anymore, right? But now if the point guard dribbles up and they just want to attack, we're still in cutting action, okay? So let's go, starting here with Scarlett. Go do the dribble handoff. Again, interchange. Yep, hit the roll. Good, yep. Perfect. Got that. All good. All right, we're going to go 5-on-0 one more time. So we're gonna go here, one line behind each other. One line behind each other. We're going that way. We're gonna go down, back. I'm gonna tell you what I want, all right? So one line, first person take the ball, going this way. You're facing the basket. Everybody else is that way. You are to move over, throw it off the backboard, tap it off the backboard, tap it off, go behind, tap it off, go behind. When I say go, that person is the point guard. Again, when I say, I usually would blow my whistle. Blow my whistle. Right now, let's say Scarlett is the designated point guard. But if I blow my whistle and you're the person in front of the ball, you are now the point guard. So that just triggers off of a rebound. Anybody for us, 1 through 4, can be the point guard. Off of a miss. Anybody 1 through 4 can be the point guard. If I blow my whistle and Amber gets the rebound because she's the 5, now Scarlett has to come to the ball because she's the 1. Everybody got that so far? Any questions that triggers? No? We're gonna, wait, I didn't tell you what you're gonna do. We're gonna go this way, we're gonna go, let's go. Through the trail, hit Amber through the trail, so you're gonna dribble up. You're gonna hit Amber at the top of the key. What does that trigger when we hit Amber at the top of the key? Down screen into the dribble handoff. So that opposite side, they're gonna set a down screen Amber, you're gonna dribble handoff, and you're gonna roll, and you're gonna hit Amber on the roll, whoever's coming off the dribble handoff. Make sure you interchange on the other side. Coming back, after you make the layup, Amber, take the ball out. I want you to tap and go. So 1 foot up, 1 foot out, then go. All right? Coming back, point guard. You're going to middle drive. You're dribbling on the way up. You're not passing that to anybody. Point guard's going to dribble up, attack the middle, hit the corner cut for the layup. Coming back. We got that. Any questions? When I say go, that person is the point guard. Go ahead. Go! That's fine. Good, good. Good, go! Freeze! How many people on that side? Yeah, so now this is where you got to see it earlier. See how many people's on this side? All right, now I got to come this side, all right? Reset the whole thing. Reset the whole thing. Let's go, quick. As soon as the ball goes through the net, everybody that is not the point guard, so everybody that's not Scarlett on that side, should be sprinting to a spot down here. Go ahead. Go! Scarlett, wrong side. Oh, come back, let's go. Stop trying to script it. If they go that side, go this way. You good? Don't script it. Don't talk about where you're going. Because you can't talk about where you're going because you don't know who I'm gonna say go to be the point guard. So if you script, I'm gonna go over here, and now I say go when you get the ball, you're not going over there. You're going to one of the top spots. Go! Good. Freeze, go back. It's all right, let's go. We go. Everybody good? Amber, talk to them too. Like, so you know what's coming to you. You're the only person who knows exactly where you're going. Swing to me, swing to me, swing to me. All right? I'm switching it anyway. Go! Oh, freeze! You got to make a decision. Where are you going and get there? Because she's like, I don't know what side you're going to. I don't know. You got to go. She reads you guys. You got to pick a spot. You give Amber the ball. Go! Free! Run through it, run it, run it, run it! Run it! Good. Good, run! Run! Now freeze! Hold it. What side of the floor are you on right now? When you drove? So how do they know who should cut? Like, if you don't start in a side, we don't know which side, who's the person that should cut. They both cut. They both cut because they didn't know who's opposite corner because you're in the middle. So you get to the single side, and then so we know who's the person that should cut. Go ahead.
So she's still coming towards the middle. I'm just picking the side.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So there are lanes, and I didn't talk about this. There are lanes. And when we have a volleyball line on the court, it's a little easier. But the two people who are getting to the corners, their lane we usually say hug the sideline. Hug the sideline and get deep corner. So deep corner is below the box. They should be here every time. Our girls start to creep up and think this is the corner because they start to get lazy. This is the corner. And stay outside the three-point line and hug the sideline. The 45s, let's say if this is the volleyball line, your inside foot is on the outside of the volleyball line. I can't be here and the volleyball line's here. My inside foot is on the outside of the volleyball line. So our point guard is dribbling up that 45. But what's happening right now is what our point guards do still now. So we have to stop it. We have to say, no, that's not what we're doing. And it's annoying. But the only way they get it is by stopping it every single time. The only way we can drill it and emphasize it is by stopping it every single time. All right, let's go. Sub in. We're going to go same exact thing. Sub in. Give me 2 people to stay. Same exact thing. Going zoom action that way, so it swings through the trail. Whoever I say go, they are the point guard. Everybody else should be sprinting and getting to corner, 2 corners, and 45s. Go. Yep. Down screen, dribble handoff. Then coming back, point guard is keeping the ball, but you have to make sure you're in the 45 and you are attacking to the middle and getting an opposite corner cut. Yep. And if she drove middle, that corner cuts. Got that? Let's go. Go! That's how I Scarlett. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Play it through. Hey! Good. Let's go. Be ready. Now, Phil. You go here. Yep. All right. Again, there are a bunch of details that would have to be cleaned up, right? We need to sprint hard. We need to fill. We need to make sure after I set that down screen, I fill out to the corner. We were a little like delayed on this single side over here. We're inside the 3-point line a ton, but those are little details that we talk about every single day. And then we go, all right, we're going to try it live, because at the end of the day, half court, full court, no defense. It's easy. Like, our girls were able to pick that up, but there have been a lot of times 5-on-5, there's been a middle drive and a 45 cuts. And I'm like, not your cut. And they bang their heads against the walls for the first 2 weeks. After that, they're like, not my cut. And they get themselves back out, and that person cuts. There's sometimes I'm like, all right, I'll let it go if you recognize that you were wrong before I can say something to you. But if you don't recognize you're wrong, I'm blowing the whistle every single time. And it is annoying. It's annoying as a player. It's annoying as a coach that I just keep stopping it. And right now we only have an hour. Like, we have 4 hours a week to be with them. So a lot of this has taken up a lot of our time for the last month until October 10th. October 10th, we have full practice.
Can you explain the single side?
What about it?
Like, when you come down, they just
No, you get to the corner. Unless she passes ahead to you, you're getting to the corner. So you're looking back as you run. Her question was, can I explain the single side? So if I'm on the single side, and what's your name again, Nia? Nia's the point guard. As I'm sprinting, I'm looking back. She throws it ahead to me, I'm looking to put pressure on the rim. If Nia decides at a certain point, we say, like, we have a logo on our court right here. By the logo, if she hasn't thrown it to me, I'm going. I'm getting to the deep, deep corner, all right? And then she fills in this 45, yes. What?
So for this, are you on transition, any of the 4 other than 5 that gets the ball is pushing the ball, and then on mates, you want your true point guard to get from the 5?
Yes, or on rebounds, the 5 gets the rebound. Then our true point guards. If our 5 gets the rebound, our true point guard is the one who's bringing the ball up. If a made basket, if the ball goes in the hoop, our true point guards, everybody else. And one of the hardest thing has been, ball goes through the hoop, everybody kind of like, all right, it went through the hoop, 1, 2, all right, now I'm going to sprint. That's been super hard to, like, there's a fine line between leaking out and being ready to go, right? And we're not at that line yet. We're still like waiting, all right, then we're going. But we want to go right away. And the biggest thing we talk about is we want to score in 8 seconds.